All right, ignore the F-22 flying over me. That's just visual ambiance. And that looks really cool. Against the sun though. But I'm not getting distracted over here. So, to do a non-visual press check or weapons condition check on an AR-15, it's pretty straightforward. Dugan Ashley has taught me this one. He's a real G. He's a guy with the huge ass balls. And to do it, be as follows. Take your firing hand, remove it from your firing grip, place it on the butt stock, rest the top of your fingers into the castle nut. That'd be a good index point. Then use your thumb, retract the charging handle, and then use your the back of your hand between your index finger and your thumb as a reference point. From there, use your non-firing hand, move it towards the mag well, and check the area in front of the bolt. If you feel sharp stuff over here, that is indeed the bolt. That's not important. What is important is that you feel a cylinder over here. That is your cartridge. And we can confirm that there is a cartridge in our chamber. And since we confirmed that through a non-visual weapons check, condition check, or a press check, put our non-firing hand back on the forend, release the charging handle with your thumb, and then once you remove your firing hand from the tube, use your index finger, the rear of it, against the forward assist, put your firing hand on your firing grip, close your dust cover, and now our AR-15 is confirmed to have a loaded cartridge. Let's do it again in real time. There we go, pretty straightforward. So how do we check if our AR-15 is actually empty, non-visually? Well, repeat the same steps as before. However, inside of here, there's a gaping hole in front of the bolt face. So with that, we can confirm that there's nothing in the chamber. If we dig further into the star chamber, we can also confirm that there isn't really much in there. Let it go, close our dust cover, and we can confirm that this AR-15 is empty non-visually. There is an exception to that, would be stuck casings in chamber, but if that happens, then you really need to have a tool to get that out, and your rifle is otherwise inoperable. All right, so how about other weapons, such as those that have a side charging handle, such as your AK, your SKS, your Bear Creek Armory side charging shit stick, some configurations of the FN SCAR, and a few others. Well, the way you can do it is pretty straightforward. Just use your firing hand, open the charging handle, the bolt, and see if there is a cylindrical shape in front of the bolt, which we have over here. And with that, we can confirm that the rifle is in fact loaded. Now, if it happens to be empty, it's also pretty straightforward. Take your firing hand, put the charging handle to the rear, see if there's a gaping void, which there is. Release the bolt, press it forward, and this rifle is empty. Handguns. So here you have a handgun with a red dot sight. Doesn't matter if it does or doesn't have a red dot sight. However, that front face of that optic can provide a great deal of leverage. So of course you can go and check it visually, or if you have a loaded chamber indicator, such as on top of the barrel, like on some models of Ruger and Smith & Wesson, or for Glocks and some other models of pistol, the ejector would be protruding up. That's a way to visually tell. However, a universal way to do it, in case you have an internal ejector, such as on a 1911, it can also work with Glock, Smith & Wesson, SIGs, what other pattern pistol you have. So to do it would be take your non-firing hand, put it at the rear grip of the pistol, put the slide back slightly, and then you have two hands on the pistol. Check over here, you feel that same cylinder shape or shell casing, and then we can confirm that there is a loaded cartridge in the chamber of the pistol. Let go, drive the slide forward, and we can confirm that the pistol is in fact loaded. So do it in real time. It doesn't really matter which sort of fingers you use, as long as you can feel a cylinder. And just don't get your hand caught in the action. Just don't. Now, unfortunately, I do not have firearms that have a non-firing side charging handle or a front-facing charging handle, such as a FAL, a G3, an MP5, or some configurations of the SCAR H. I'm not able to demonstrate that.